So let's talk about. I want to talk about the deal with Cash Money, how that came about.
So after we made the song, I was still going out to the clubs and everything. It didn't pop off yet. We just had made the song. So I actually got with the Go DJs and okay, well before we recorded the song, let me rewind a little bit.
Okay.
I was going out to the club and stuff. I ended up meeting Birdman at the club.
Okay.
So he called me back there wherever he was, and then the next day, crazy, like he texted me. He was like, "You want to go out of town with me?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, he's like, "I'm leaving in the morning, 11 a.m." So I met him at the jewelry store, jumped on the tour bus, and I left with him. And we ended up in Kingsport, Tennessee. And that's when everything went down with the whole jail thing. People saying I was his wife and stuff, and it really wasn't me being his wife. It was just him trying to look out for me, because at the end of the day, it was a lot of people. The situation, the way that it occurred, he was just trying to look out for my well-being. So shout out to him for always looking out for Just Brittany. But I told him on the bus, I was like, I'm an artist, I know how to sing, whatever. He didn't believe me at the time. So I went back to Houston. I got the song popping, and because it's not that he didn't really believe me. It's just like if you meet a girl, she leave with you, the next day from the club, not that night, but it was an additional day in the morning time. You don't believe that they got a talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like, oh, okay, you just a girl. I was probably trying to talk to you, or but now you hit me with a whole different situation, so I probably wouldn't believe her either. But I know how to make people out of non-believers into believers. So I went back to H-Town, got the song popping. The Go DJs helped me with it. 97.9 The Box pushed it like crazy. And it was on with it popping from then. And Birdman called me. He was like, "Hey, I want to sign you." And that's just how it happened.
I love that you realized. That's crazy how you just said, like how you said that he probably was trying to talk to you because you came on the next day and you were like, "Wait, I have this talent." Because I feel like a lot of women take that personally, but it's so cool how you were like, "Nah, I get it. I get it." And then you went back and just continued the work. So, yeah, so after that, what happened with the opportunity with Cash Money? How did that blossom into a record deal and everything like that?
What I'm saying? My lawyer went over the contract. Shout out to Carol Guest. She solidified everything. I ended up moving to Miami for a little bit. I was actually going through a bad relationship with somebody, so I was like, you know what, let me get out of town and let me just move, like start over. I went to Miami. Baby moved me out there, got me a condo and everything, and I kind of stayed for I didn't even stay for that long because I was so homesick. I wanted to come back to Houston. I feel like I was missing out on something. I feel like I had to be here. So I came back, and actually he flew me to Miami, and we shot the video to Call Me For That Good. Very high budget, big mansion, everything on point from A to Z. And as time passed, I was like, the video never came out. And, I'm steady hitting him, and nobody really, responded when I was hitting him. And I'm like, what's up, And it was just like this little cold shoulder that was going on. And honestly, I feel like some people that was, in Houston, tried to throw salt on my name. You know what I mean? With Baby and stuff like that, because people don't be want to see you grow. As soon as the person see you get an opportunity, they gonna try to bring up old bullshit. And I feel like I just kept getting a cold shoulder. I feel like I was getting treated like the stepchild. So I hit him on sent him a message through somebody else. I was like, "Hey, look, I don't want to be signed Cash Money no more." And they got an attitude, and shoes. They sent me the release form real quick, and that's what happened. And I released myself, and I've been independent ever since. And I don't regret what I did at all.
So there was no problem getting off, nothing like that. They just released papers and that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay.
But they said that never happens in history. People just don't get released.
Did you have any problems business wise? Besides this, that you see Lil Wayne having, you see all the other Manny having and BG and all them. Did you ever have those kind of problems with Baby?
Everybody has their own independent issues when it comes to their personal business, because I don't know what their contract was. I don't know what their understanding was between him and whatever other artist. All I know is about me and the situation that him and I had. And the situation that we had, like, you know, it played its part. It helped me get more noticed, and people know me. And, you know, I'm still telling my story 7 years later about the same thing that helped me get signed. Yeah. So that's the only thing that I could pretty much say. I mean, he gave me an opportunity, whether it was short-lived or long-lived. At the end of the day, people know me by it, and they respect me, and he respect me, and I can still, you know, hit him up, and we still chit-chat, you know, amongst each other, and relationship is good. At the end of the day, I'm a steady grind. I'm a steady hustle. I've been that bitch. I'm going to continue to be that bitch, and I'm going to continue to grind and hustle and stack that paper.
Awesome. That's good that y'all still have a good relationship. That's awesome.
But I fuck her like a lover. I was fighting, but we kiss under the cover. And baby, I don't never play around with you. As soon as we get together, you know what's going down. She say she love when I'm up in it. Them other niggas ain't with it. She like, what's your favorite position? I'm like, baby, every position. And I love when you wash the dishes. Not because you washing the dishes. It's because them little shorts you be wearing when you walking around in the kitchen.